back to the channel. It is your boy, The Geek Takeover, coming at you with another video today. Today's topic is my top 5 favorite non-Marvel, non-superhero, non-MCU, non-Star Wars, non-anime, non-DC movies. And the reason why is because it is Oscar weekend, baby. And what better way to celebrate than to give you a list of my top 5 movies that the Oscars would actually recognize, because clearly they don't like superhero content. Now, hopefully at the end of this video, you guys will drop your top 5 list. Tell me what you guys think. Let me know what you think of what are in my top 5. But without further ado, let's stop beating around the bush and jump right into number 5, which is Wicked. Which honestly, in 2024, if you would have told me that I would have loved that more than Gladiator 2, I would have looked at you and scoffed, because I only went to go watch it because of Mandy. And you know what? I will be the first to admit I was wrong. Wicked is a beautiful movie. It touches your soul, whether it's something that you can relate to, the music, the acting, the cinematography, the theater experience that you may have had. It's something that really connects and touches a lot of people, including my wife. Every time that I watch it with her, I can see her face light up, and seeing how happy it makes her and how emotional it makes her in a good way, it gets me emotional because I like to see her happy, of course. It's just a damn shame that Emilia Perez really stole Oscars away from this good-ass movie. And it's a damn shame that Wicked for Good didn't get any nomination. Whether it would have won anything or not is what it is. But the fact that it got 0 nominations when last year it was one of the most nominated movies, it just sucks. But what can you do? And then also, I love the scene where they're at the Ozfest and Elphaba is dancing. And Galinda embraces her and starts dancing, and they become really good friends. Or that's when their friendship begins, I should say. It's something that I think really is telling, because it shows on one side, Elphaba doesn't let her skin color or her being an outcast stop her from doing what she wants to do. And then on the other hand, it shows that Galinda sees this, she sees Elphaba as a person, not some disgusting being like everybody else in Oz does. And she embraces her. They have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful moment, and it makes me cry and get emotional every single time that I watch it. And then I also think that this movie resonates with little girls around the world, because it's, again, on one hand, you can look at Elphaba as somebody who is of a different color, but that she doesn't let that stop them from doing what's right. And then you have Galinda, who, you know, she starts out as the preppy girl, but she eventually becomes friends with the outcast, and she sees her for who she is. And I think that's really telling that you cannot judge a book by its cover. So with that being said, I give Wicked a 4.3 out of 5 on the geek scale. Jumping into number 4 is Creed 3 to be exact. Now, the reason why I picked Creed 3 over the other ones is because this was Michael B. Jordan's directorial debut, and I am a big Michael B. Jordan fan. And honestly, for his debut, it was really well done. You know, it may not have been the best Creed movie, but you know what? He did a great job directing it, and I can't wait to see what else he could do in this franchise or just directing in general. And also, as an anime fan, the anime references I love, and I will have them 1,000 times. The final fight with him and Majors with some of the Dragon Ball Z references was so awesome to see on a mainstream media. And obviously, you know, our parents, they grew up watching Rocky. We get to grow up watching Creed, and obviously being a black person in America, I think that having this character be a model for kids is such an inspiration, because even though, yeah, sure, he's the son of Adonis and that really helps him, it shows that I think with hard work and dedication, you can build your way out of whatever situation you're in. Whether you are in the hood and you're trying to make it up and support your family, or you're middle class, upper class, whatever, it shows that you put in the work, you put in the time and the effort, and you can do it. Now, I would love to see more Creed. I think we're supposed to be getting something with his daughter, but I can't wait for this. So Creed 3 is going to get even though it's above Wicked, I'm giving it a 4 out of 5 stars. I know it's weird. Just trust me, this is my process. This is how the brain works, the cabeza. It works. It does. It works. Coming in, though, at number 3, did not think I would have put this here at number 3 so early, is F1. Now, this movie is is shot so well. The sound and the cinematography in this movie is such next level. It's something that when I watched, I was on the edge of my seat, because even though I know I'm watching a movie, I watch this like I'm watching the actual sport F1. Which, speaking of which, this makes me want to watch it to see if I would like the sport, which I'm going to. By the time I'm recording this, I think the first F1 race is in like 2 weeks. So I'm going to be watching that. That'll be exciting. But between Brad Pitt and Damson Idris, they have such great chemistry. They work so well together. Their characters were so interesting to see them develop. The music in this movie, the only thing I can complain about this is the fact that I didn't watch this in theaters. I waited till it was on Apple, and that's a damn shame. I would have loved to have seen this in Dolby, just like I would have loved to have seen Top Gun. It's a little disappointing that it's not getting the same love that Top Gun did, but I understand, because Top Gun had obviously the original. It's Tom Cruise. Even though this is Brad Pitt, it's different. But I'm very excited to see what the sequel will bring. I'm just going to call it F2 for now. It makes me wonder, is it going to follow Damson as the lead? Is Brad Pitt going to come back? We'll just have to wait and see what they decide to do. This one is going to get a 4.5 out of 5 for me. And this could honestly just be recency bias too, but it's such a great movie. Coming in at number 2 though is 42 with Chadwick Boseman. Now, this movie was my introduction to Chadwick Boseman. After he was cast as Black Panther, I decided to let me go back and look at some of his filmography. This was the first movie that I watched with him, so it's going to sit with me forever, because that's my first impression of him. And I think the legacy that Chadwick Boseman left on this world, and the legacy that Jackie Robinson left on this world, is something that now is intertwined with these two being such pillars in the Black community. I think Chadwick Boseman, even though he's no longer with us, is one of the greatest Black actors of all time. I think he's played consistently iconic Black character roles. He probably would keep doing that even now if he was still with us, as well as doing T'Challa. He shows so much passion and anger and love in this movie, and it's just so beautiful. And I think this is one of those movies that when I have a kid, being a person of color, I will, when they're age appropriate, I will sit them down and watch it, so that way they understand that no matter what racism they may face, again, just like with Creed, you block that out, you focus on what you want to do, keep that head up, and then somewhere along the lines you're going to have teammates, friends, somebody that will stick up for you, and it's just really telling. Plus, fun, Harrison Ford's in it. You gotta love Harrison Ford, even if he plays a cranky old man. But coming in at the rating, 5 out of 5 on the Geek scale. Easily one of the best movies of all time. But speaking of the best movie of all time, Sinners. This movie is so amazing. Ryan Coogler, I think obviously he did, Black Panther is some of the greatest Marvel movies of all time, and one of the greatest movies of all time. Sinners is solidifying his face on that Mount Rushmore, that pillar of the greatest directors of all time, greatest Black director of all time. It's putting Michael B. Jordan up there as one of the greatest actors. This man pulled double duty playing 2 completely different characters, which that's not uncommon in Hollywood. But I think in this way, at this level, it was so good. And it's something that is like a melting pot of culture. You have the Irish culture, you have Asian, you have Black, you have a little bit of white thrown in there. It's something that no matter what your race is, your skin tone, you can go in there and there's something in this for you. And for this to now be the most nominated movie of all time at the Academy, hopefully it'll win quite a bit of awards. I'm really pulling for this movie to win. Please let it do. This is going to come out a couple days before the Oscars, so fingers, toes crossed. The scene of Miles Clayton singing in the barn, "I Lied to You," belongs in a museum for how incredibly done that is, showing from the past, present, and future. Just the singing in general, whether it's Ludwig's score, whether it's Miles singing, whether it's Jack O'Connor singing, no matter what it is, this movie has it all, and it's an amazing movie. And I know going to Marvel, people are like, if it's this easy to make a vampire movie, why isn't Blade doing this? Well, you know what? Give me a Ryan Coogler Blade movie, and I will be sat there day one. I was already gonna be sat there day one, but you know, whatever. It's black love. We love this. And again, it's recency bias probably. Shoot me. It's cinema. Hit him with that Martin Scorsese. Cinema. And also, of course, I'm like a broken record. I can't help it. You know, Chadwick is such a big part of my life that I can not help but wonder what this movie would have been like if Chadwick Boseman was alive. Because I can only help but to imagine Ryan Coogler would have asked him to be in this movie to play Michael B. Jordan's brother. Obviously, they wouldn't have been twins. It just makes you wonder, would he have been Smoke? Would he have been Stack? Would they have changed anything about this movie? Who knows? It's a mystery, unfortunately. But this movie deserves to be... Well, it's a good thing that I was dropping this video because of the size of my phone is running out of storage. So I'm going to make this really quick before it does it again. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to comment, like, share, and subscribe with your friends. Tell me what your favorite non-Marvel movie is of all time. Let me know what you think of my list. Again, to recap, if you missed it, we have Wicked at number 5. We have Creed 3 at 4. We have F1 at 3. We have 42 at 2. And we have Sinners at 1 as my favorite movie of all time that's not Marvel adjacent. And shout out to the Oscars. Hopefully by this time it'll already be an Academy Award winning movie. Fingers crossed. And until next time, which the next video will probably be our first Daredevil video, guys. I'm very excited for that. It's been a full year since the last time that we did this, and we're just gonna get right back into it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will catch you all in the next video. Down, stop,